let's not waste any time. You maybe have 9 months left to buy crypto coins before it's too late. It might not be what you want to hear, but it's most likely true. So let's dive into the logic behind my statement and try to understand how much time you actually have left to buy by looking at the evidence. So, first, let's understand that Bitcoin has never put in a new post bear market high before the Bitcoin halving. We are currently 3 months away from the Bitcoin halving. So, don't expect any new high prices for Bitcoin before that point. So we'll trade under 70K likely until the Bitcoin halving. You can see on this chart here that we are nearing the end, though, of the accumulation zone, which is in yellow on this chart. Post-Bitcoin halving will be the big markup period. But the really crazy phase does not start immediately. Don't believe anyone tells you Bitcoin halving happens next day, mega bull run. No, that takes time to happen. Let's look at this chart. The 2016 Bitcoin halving is shown here by the green arrow on the chart. From the time of the Bitcoin halving until a breakout to new highs took 37 weeks. It's almost 9 months. Then from that initial breakout to new highs until the cycle peak took 41 weeks. Saw a 1,500% gain for Bitcoin. So total time from Bitcoin halving to peak was 78 weeks. Buying before the new high was the GigaBrain Chad play. Buying later worked for a little while until it didn't. Every $1,000 more in price decreased your gains dramatically. The guy who bought under $1,000 in the 37 weeks before new highs started happening made a 20x on average that cycle. The guy who bought in August 2017 at 5K made like a 4x. Pretty different results, right? Late cycle, there is still money to be made. I want to make that clear, but it becomes harder and riskier. The risk reward drops every time it goes up $1,000. Okay, now let's look at the next cycle. From the Bitcoin halving in May 2020 until the old high was taken out later that year took 31 weeks, pretty close to the 37 weeks of the previous cycle. So things moved a little bit faster in that regard. The first major market peak happened 17 weeks later, after which we saw a massive, dramatic, crazy, brutal 50% crash. But the cycle was not done yet. Oh no, Bitcoin had more in store. Before we get into that, though, if you are not yet signed up to the Wealth Mastery newsletter, then you need to check it out. This is the best damn newsletter in the cryptocurrency business. Weekly alpha-packed emails full of all the latest on altcoins, NFTs, airdrops, DeFi, and much, much more. Use the link in the description to join our 100,000 plus weekly readers for free. Check it out. Thank you. Now back to the charts. And this is really, really interesting. You see, from the time that we broke over the previous high from 2017 at 20K until the final peak price of the cycle around 69,000 and change was 47 weeks. The cycle before was 41 weeks, giving us a time from the Bitcoin halving to final market peak of 78 weeks, which is exactly the same as the previous cycle. You can't make this shit up. That's crazy, man. Come on. What Bitcoin? What? There's a theory, by the way, that the top comes within a 30-day period on either side of November 25th in the year after the Bitcoin halving. It's kind of worked before. Will that remain true? I don't know, but it's a theory. The next Bitcoin halving is thought to be coming on April 13th. 31 weeks from that date is mid-November. If the cycle moves faster than as late as September or early October, we could see a new high price for Bitcoin. Or more accurately, the old high will be taken out. So based on this, then you should probably plan on having all of your buying done by, let's say, September or October of this year, late 2024. And particularly into 2025, it's not really when you want to be buying anymore. Unless you're just buying Bitcoin every week, $50 till the cows come home, till you die. Okay, that's different. But the positions you build over the next few months or have built over the last few months are going to be sold in 2025. Most likely in October or November 2025 is going to be the market top if history has any kind of dictation on rhyming. Bitcoin will top first. Watch for things like the monthly RSI to hit over 90 or the pi cycle top indicator to flash the sell signal. In 2021, the pi cycle top flashed on April 11th, signaling the Bitcoin's rally was finished. Altcoins topped during the following 2 to 4 weeks. Now, look, there was another rally later in 2021, but you could have just sold in April 2021, walked away with giant profits, and just sailed on your yacht for 2 years, waiting for the bear market to bottom out. Anyway, that big El Salvador legal tender thing, that got us a second high in October, November of 2021. Altcoins topped again within 2 or 3 weeks following Bitcoin's top. So when the time to sell comes, you have maybe 2 to 4 weeks max to exit all markets before the time of pain comes again. That is not the time to buy, to be clear. The time to buy is laid out in this video is now and probably for the next 6 to 8 months. After that, we switch into selling mode, laddering out as the prices continue to go up, trying to be basically out of the market by late 2025. Also, thought unstake early enough in the cycle. Many staking coins require weeks to unstake. Don't wait until the last minute. Maybe you want to unstake about 6 months after we pass over the previous all-time highs, okay? Believe me, selling the peak is going to yield a lot more money than getting a few extra percent in coins from your staking yields, straight up. Now, look, once we pass that previous high, then you need to start to think about not just buying anymore, but selling. Again, you have to flip the switch in your brain. We're not buying anymore. Now we're selling to start laddering out gradually and looking again to fully close those positions into the euphoria, into the greed. When the Coinbase app hits number 5 on the top downloaded apps, crypto.com in the top 10, media starts talking about it. Sports stars are talking about it. Late night TV's talking about it. Everyone's getting hilariously rich, including you if you sell. Now, with all that being said, please keep in mind, there will always be new opportunities, even very late stage in the bull market. Okay, I'm not saying there's not going to be. There's going to be new meme coins that pop up out of nowhere and make instant overnight millionaires. There'll be new DeFi farms, new airdrops to farm. There's going to be new token sales, all kinds of stuff. Okay, new listings, whatever. New narratives will pop up. But the later it gets into the bull market, the more dangerous all of this becomes. If you're getting any purchases or things in 2025, realize those are very short-term plays. You won't be holding stuff for years because you've just been holding it in the bear market. New money flows start slowing down late in 2025, 2026. Yields drop fast. New token sale returns start fading until people start losing money on new sales. Look, here's the deal. When the market tops, there's no orderly exit. There's nobody saying, come on, everybody, it's time to sell. Get in line, go this way. No, it's chaos. The only ones who will do well are the ones who sell at a profit and resist reinvesting everything back into coins that are about to drop by 90%. The greed and euphoria in the market, they are going to be doing everything they can to fuck you up. They're going to try to trick you into betting more for longer. Oh, look, everything's up thousands of percent. Quick, let's remortgage the house and invest it. No, don't buy the top. The vast majority of new crypto investors are going to arrive during this period. I hope that you see this video in 2025 if you're that person. But those people are not here now at the time we made this video. And they'll not be here until there's a wild frenzy of FOMO taking place and prices are soaring and going crazy. And almost everyone who buys crypto in 2025 will be buying at the wrong time. Some people will make money. A lot of people are going to lose money. They'll be stuck as the markets start imploding, as DeFi starts crumbling, as mass liquidations start happening, as sell-offs lead into a year of pain, as exchanges start collapsing. It's all going to happen again and worse. Okay? You do not, I repeat, you do not need to be here for that pain. You don't need to watch this car crash happen. You can sell and sail away with your wife and your kids on your new yacht. And while I'll continue to track new coins and new airdrops and new farms and new opportunities, of course, throughout 2024, throughout 2025, I will not likely be buying much starting from Q4 this year. 2025, I will likely buy very little. Again, there'll always be some new narrative to chase, but generally not going to put a lot of money in. It's selling time. There'll be outliers, but it's selling time for the most part. By that stage, most things will be too late to buy. The risk is too high for too little potential reward. I will either sell and take my profits, or the market will take them for me, write it down, get it tattooed. I don't know. But remember that. So there's the game plan backed by evidence. Do not come back here crying to me when you fuck this up again. Please don't fuck this up. You can do it. You will do it. I believe in you.